socializing in the pandemic is weird, even though vaccinations are out now, and even though I've been fully vaccinated plus got my booster shot, it's still weird. Going to meet up with Rachel at Sage Vegan Bistro in Culver City tonight. I miss hanging out with Rachel. It'll be fun. People seem to think the pandemic is over, I guess, because everybody is out. It is so crowded here. I guess before the pandemic, I would be shoulder to shoulder with people, and I'm not seeing that at least. It's weird. Let's do a little cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. So I'm here on a night out with my friend Rachel, the Junie Bird on the internets.
Hello.
Yes, follow her on Twitch. And we just went to a vegan dinner at Sage, plant-based bistro. It was very nice. We mostly kept our masks on, except for when we were eating or drinking. People around us were kind of mixed. Some of them were like that, some of them were just unmasked.
Yeah.
The servers are all masked, so everybody who worked there was doing good stuff. I wanted to ask Rachel, what is it like doing socializing during this point of the pandemic?
I feel like it's really weird for multiple levels. I work in TV production, and I'm a part of a group on the show that gets tested 3 times a week.
3 times a week.
The reason that we do the kind of testing that we do is because actors aren't necessarily able to wear a mask while they're working. Leaving the bubble of production, not everyone's following those rules. And that's because the rules aren't universal. The rules are for production. I get very weirded out and kind of freaked out by a lot of things. But personally, I feel generally really safe because I'm being tested so much, and because I know that I'm following the protocols that are designed to keep COVID from spreading.
When I got here to this lot, I texted Rachel, holy shit, there are so many cars here.
Yeah.
Because I'm just not used to being in crowds anymore after almost 2 years away.
There's a lot of people, and people don't have to wear masks outside.
Right.
That's not a requirement anymore.
Yeah.
In my bubble of my work, is that I know everyone around me is vaccinated because we have it mandated. I feel so safe in my job because we have all these protocols. And I don't feel safe in the same way out in the regular world.
Luckily, I get to do 95% of my life in my apartment if I choose. Now, I happen to live in Santa Monica, which is a somewhat liberal area, so I'm fairly certain that everybody who lives around me is vaccinated, and I don't know that for a fact. So what I do is I always wear a mask. I am not required to. I am double vaccinated, and I just got a booster over a week ago, so I'm about as protected from COVID-19 as I can be. So when I go out into social situations, I feel like I've done a good job of being safe in my personal life. So the small amount of risk that I'm encountering by being around people where I don't know anything about their scenarios, their statuses, I can still be okay as long as I continue not to do anything risky. I still don't feel comfortable socializing in groups. I know that some of my friends will have little backyard parties or small pod gatherings. I can't get my brain there yet. My mind is not there yet.
Yeah.
Are you able to do that?
My friend and I tried to go to a Halloween party. A lot of people weren't wearing masks, and we just didn't really stay for very long. We were both kind of and we took our cute pictures and had our little photo shoot, and that was Halloween, but that's what we were excited about anyway. Was getting the cute pictures and dressing up. Yeah, I don't socialize like widely.
I remember like there would be like TV shows or movies about people who are in like the end of their life stages, whether it's from like a serious disease or because they're old or whatever, and because they know they're in the end of their life, they stop making distant plans. And I don't know that I'm in the end of my life, but life is just so uncertain. I also don't make any distant plans.
Yeah.
Like I'll plan like maybe like for Christmas. I'm planning a couple months down the road for Christmas, with the caveat to myself that I might just cancel everything if stuff hits the fan again.
Yeah.
Well, my friend Dami was just here a little while ago. She's vaccinated. She's very safe. I'm vaccinated. I'm very safe. She stayed with me on my couch for a little while. But she got news that someone at our home on the East Coast had gotten COVID-19. And so even though there was that distance, she was here in California, Santa Monica, the incidence of getting a positive result was on the East Coast. Just the fact that she knew somebody that close to her who got a positive test result, she immediately started wearing her mask in the apartment and didn't want to do anything. She didn't want to have any contact with anybody. And I understand.
It's more real when you know something.
Yeah. But I think as long as I can restrict my social outings to one person that I know in an outdoor environment, we're all vaccinated, and we don't do anything risky, we wear a mask most of the time, I can still do this stuff. That's a lot of restrictions, but I can still do stuff.
Right.
And have a nice time.
Yeah.
I had a lovely dinner with you. Great. I am not the slightest bit enticed to go inside of a movie theater yet.
I went to go see In the Heights.
How was that?
With some friends. It was good. I was really there for the movie, and I was there like because my friends were like all like two friends who I know have been super safe, and we were wearing masks the whole time. Like they had snacks and stuff. I was just like, no, I'm not gonna eat. Like I don't know.
Thank you for taking this time to be on my vlog with me.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing this thing where I end each of my vlogs with three short sentences.
Okay. It's not over. We're still fighting. We're gonna win. Got this.